In an interview to PTI, Congress leader Shri Rahul Gandhi said that, "It breaks my heart every single day to wake up to the absolute devastation around us. This is not a wave, it is a tsunami that has destroyed everything in its wake. There are never-ending queues everywhere. There are queues to get an oxygen cylinder, queues to refill the cylinder, queues to get life-saving medicines, queues to get a hospital bed, and now there are queues outside crematoriums." In a wide-ranging exclusive interview with PTI, Congress leader Shri Rahul Gandhi said that there is a fatal shortage of every single item we need to tackle COVID-19. Our capital's best hospitals are bursting at the seams. We are getting frantic SOS calls for oxygen from India's top doctors. Hospitals are petitioning high courts for oxygen. Our healthcare workers are seeing patients die in front of their eyes. They cannot save people. India is now the world's coronavirus epicenter. The entire world is shaken by what they are seeing in India. He accused the government of misreading and mishandling the situation and alleged that all early warning signs were ignored, including from scientists. He said that none of this should have happened. There were multiple early warning signs. Forget the signs, scientists clearly warned the government this would happen, they ignored them. We could and should have been much better prepared. And now, where is the government in this crisis? It is completely missing in action. They are obsessed only with saving the Prime Minister's image and blaming others. The new buzzword is that system has failed. Who is this system? Who runs the system? It's just a ploy to avoid admitting responsibility. When asked that, who is at fault? Shri Rahul Gandhi replied that the Prime Minister is at fault. He runs a highly centralized and personalized government machinery, is solely and substantially devoted to building his own brand, is utterly focused on imagery rather than substance. The fact is that this government completely failed to understand or to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic right from the very beginning, despite repeated warnings. Since the very start of this pandemic back in 2020, I kept trying to warn the government about the disaster ahead if we did not urgently prepare, but they attacked me and ridiculed me. It's not just me, anyone who tried to sound the alarm, the state callously and thoughtlessly ignored. He said that Modi government let this virus enter India through our airports in February and March of 2020. And then it panicked and without consultation or thought imposed the world's harshest lockdown. Migrant workers were left to fend for themselves and an unprecedented exodus began from the cities. The poorest of the poor were forced to walk hundreds of kilometers home with no support, no aid, no assistance. In his sheer ignorance, the Prime Minister said he would defeat the virus in 21 days, akin to the Battle of Mahabharat. Rahul Gandhi mentioned that, Modi government is plainly arrogant, and focuses on perception over reality, declaring victory against the virus is absolute insanity, and demonstrates a complete misunderstanding of the nature of what this virus is. The only way to fight corona is with humility, and by realizing that, you are faced with a relentless opponent, who can adapt and is very resilient. The PM had an entire year to better prepare, to protect India, and to think through this crisis, but what did they do? Did the PM and the Gov add sufficient oxygen capacity, ramp up testing, increase hospital beds, ventilators? Did the PM think long-term about the state of our health infrastructure and start building for the sort of subsequent corona waves that almost every country in the world was experiencing? When asked, what could the government have done differently to address the second wave? Shri Rahul Gandhi replied that the Modi government was both grossly negligent and blindly overconfident. The BJP announced the end of the pandemic and congratulated the Prime Minister for his success, even as the second wave was just beginning. The government should have built massive capacity over the last year, testing, oxygen, hospital beds, ventilators. 2. They should not have declared victory prematurely. 3. The Prime Minister and his government did not even acknowledge there was a problem. How can you fix something you don't even accept exists? 4. The government did not act on scientific advice or evidence. They continuously ignored rising cases and were busy instead with election campaigns. They encouraged super spreader events. They even bragged about them. Our Prime Minister and Home Minister were not even wearing masks in public over the past few months. What sort of a message is that sending to citizens? 5. Most importantly, the only solution we have is vaccination. We are supposed to be the largest manufacturer of vaccines in the world. And yet, India is desperately short of vaccines. Congress leader Shri Rahul Gandhi said that we are already in the midst of a national emergency. But just declaring something is not the answer. The biggest problem of this government is it announces and then absconds. Now that the situation is completely out of control, they have dropped the ball and thrown it to the states. They have made the states and citizens truly Atmanirbhar. Rely on yourself is the motto. No one will come to help you. Definitely not the Prime Minister. The need of the hour is to hold hands, work together and heal our people. Speaking to PTI, Rahul Gandhi said the India must be the only country in the world facing this massive pandemic without the guidance of an expert and empowered group that is charged with fighting the virus and protecting the people, with planning ahead, anticipating needs and taking the decisions that will result in swift action to save lives. Out of 162 oxygen plants sanctioned in October by the centre, only 33 are functional. This was set up with the PM CARES funds. The Modi government took tens of thousands of crores of donations in his name, without any transparency, without any accountability. The states have rejected the substandard ventilators supplied by the centre through these funds. States do not even get their GST dues on time. States are dependent on the Modi government for quotas of oxygen, remdesivir and tocilizumab injections. The Modi government has chained the hands of the states behind their backs, so they are completely powerless, and then asks them to sort out their own affairs. Obviously, the system will collapse. On the vaccine prices for states, Shri Rahul Gandhi said that this is the story of discount sale, where you mark up the price, and then make a show of reducing it. It is a complete eyewash. Why should states pay more than the centre to buy vaccines? Why should the states be left to fend for themselves? Why should there be a difference in price for vaccines for the centre, the states and the private hospitals? Why should the price of vaccine even for the two companies be different? Why the discrepancy? After all, even when states pay for the vaccination of those between the age groups of 18 to 44 years, it is taxpayers' money. He also said that Dr. Manmohan Singh asked for compulsory licensing in his letter to the Prime Minister. The Congress president has repeated it several times now. Other countries have done this. The USA ramped up its vaccine production using their Defense Production Act. We have to do whatever it takes, within our laws, to ramp up the domestic production of vaccines here. We have the domestic manufacturing base. We can manufacture for both India and the world. All the industry needs is licenses and raw materials. It should have been done months ago. Shri Rahul Gandhi said that Congress party from day one is willing to work with the government in the fight against coronavirus, and for a year now, even in just the last few days, the Congress president has repeated this position very clearly. We have been consistently giving suggestions on all possible forums. Forget taking them seriously, the government has not even meaningfully acknowledged these suggestions. I see no contradiction in working together with the government in times of unprecedented crisis while at the same time holding it accountable for its decisions. The problem arises when the government doesn't believe in consultation, in carrying everyone along, in tapping expertise it lacks. This government seems to think that acknowledging help is needed is a sign of weakness. The hubris and pettiness of this government is unbelievable. Recently, the Madras High Court has held the Election Commission responsible for the COVID situation. On this, Shri Rahul Gandhi said that the court was echoing a widely held view. In the past 7 years, like so many other institutions, the Election Commission of India has also crumbled. The court has said what it believes. I don't want to make any further comment. Let your readers judge for themselves. He said, our institutions are a warning system. They give us feedback and information on how to respond to crisis, but our institutions have been completely destroyed and taken over. The press, judiciary, election commission, bureaucracy, none of them have played their role of guardian, watchdog. This means India today is like a ship in a storm, sailing without any information. Speaking to PTI, Shri Rahul Gandhi said that corona is just part of the problem. The real problem is that India now doesn't have the capacity to respond to any major crisis, because of what has been done to its systems over the last 6 years.